Three of the wildest Land Cruisers ever built, the last of the mighty V8s, and they are finished. We are on the beach testing. But before we get into this episode, I'm going to take you back to where it all started when we picked up three bog stock cruisers, and it went a little bit like this. The Toyota badge, guys, if you've been following me for a while now, you'll know that I am a massive Toyota fan. In fact, this vehicle here, the 76 Series Land Cruiser, is what kicked off the whole Explore Life business, guys. It's what started the YouTube channel, the Instagram. It's what got me to travel all throughout Australia. So the 76 Series has a real soft spot in my heart. Yeah, I tossed and turned what to build, and everyone was pushing me towards the 79. I almost went to an American vehicle back then. I'm very glad I didn't, because they were just a little bit too early, especially for where I was heading and what I was doing. So we went from the 76 Series to the mighty 79 Series. That vehicle, it took me around Australia. It really stepped up the whole Explore Life channel. The following grew, and I got to meet so many cool people, see such amazing places. I literally did probably a lap and a half, if not 2 laps around Australia in that four-wheel drive. Giving that car away was possibly the hardest thing I've ever had to do. The true story was, guys, I couldn't bring myself to sell that vehicle. And we sat around in the office trying to decide, what are we gonna do with it? They're like, Matt, you gotta sell it. We can't take it to America. The legislation wouldn't let us take it into America. And the concept was to get over and tour America for a year. So that's when we come up with, let's give it away. We'd already done a few giveaways, jet skis, tinnies, a Patriot back then, but this was just mind-blowing concept at the time to give away my 79 Series vehicle. And that is sort of what sparked all of this. And well, guys, we get to do it again. I've gone and purchased the last of what I consider to be the best four-wheel drive possibly ever made, the V8 70 Series. Now, I couldn't decide whether to do a 79 because we did the Alpha one last year. I had a ball building that thing. We had a good time with the Alpha blokes.
79, mate. Don't spend 300 grand on a vehicle. Let's get one of these Aussie classics.
You guys absolutely loved it. So many messages, build another one, build another one, build another one. But there was one other vehicle that I have dreamt of building for an extremely long time. I just don't think it 100% suited my touring needs. And that is the mighty 78 Series Troopy, guys. So the cat is out of the bag well and truly. V8 2024 76. V8 brand new Troopy and the brand new V8 79 Series, guys. And we're gonna take them from mild to full touring spec. Now, this is crazy. Huge shout out to you guys for all the support on the Explore Dream. I promise you, every cent that comes in is going straight back to you guys, and some, to be quite honest. But the team said I couldn't do 3, we can do maybe 1 or 2. I wanted all 3. It's the greatest vehicle ever made. It's the last of the V8s. It was near impossible when I decided to do this to actually find all 3 in a sandy taupe. I searched high, low. This one come from down Victoria. This one come from Queensland, and the 76 Series come from the Northern Territory. So when I say it was a mission, and these are the last of the V8s, I mean it. We left it to the last minute. I paid a premium. I got my pants pulled down, but I think it's gonna be worth it, guys. I love the sandy taupe color. I've always wanted to build a sandy taupe 70, and now we get to build 3. So this is gonna be one hell of a ride. I hope you guys are excited to come along for the journey. So let's go for a quick walkthrough, and I'm gonna show you through each different one. They come with not a lot, which makes my job a lot harder, but at the same time, it means we got that full customization. That's the best thing about a 70 Series, guys, is you get to build it your way. And I think that's why they've been so popular, because you really get to put your spin on a vehicle. Any of the other ones you're buying from factory, you know, the interiors are done, the stereo's done, you know, you can customize a little bit, but these things, they're basically an empty shell that you've got to build from scratch. So let's go take a look. I can't say I've ever had the experience of being able to stand next to a 76, 78 and 79 all in the one spot and actually compare them. So this should be a little bit of fun. Let me run you through initial thoughts, guys. The new facelift. I'm going to be dead honest. When I first seen it, and I think this was most people's response, I hated it. I truly thought it was a little bit ugly. And then, like all new cars, they slowly start growing on you. I liked the raised bonnet. Bonnet scoop on the old school 70s was so iconic. I think they actually did a really good job. They've kept it aggressive. The front end, they've taken it back to more of that old school feel with the indicators on the side, the round lights, Toyota in the grille. You know, she's still just the big lounge chair on the front, but I really do think they did a good job, and they've thrown it back to some of the roots of the 70 Series LandCruisers. Now, of course, on the side of all three vehicles, you get the world famous, look at this. Good job, Toyota, you forgot to clean that up. You get the world famous two-piece raised intake. Let me tell you a little story about this. Back in the day, the Land Cruiser windscreen actually used to fold down. So that's why it's two-piece. And they're so lazy that they just never changed it. You get the dust catcher up on top. Of course, these are all going to be going straight in the bin. Fabulous fabrication will coming your way. Slightly new mirrors on the new model, guys. And then you do also pick up a set of flares on the 76. I can tell you now, they definitely skimp a little bit on the Troopy. There's a couple little sneaky things that they don't do. Now, let's jump inside these trucks and have a little look, eh? Oh, the mighty 70 Series LandCruiser. Still to this day, probably has my favourite seating position out of any vehicle. You sit up tall, you sit up nice and high. The ergonomics just works. It's one thing Toyota get quite right. As soon as we put the one stone armrest on, she's the Outback lounge chair, that's what I'm going to call it. The seats are all the same, guys. Everything in here is pretty much the same, except for the steering wheel, of course. You get the aftermarket, well, you get the new facelifted steering wheel. You pick up a couple of controls. It looks a little bit tidier. You do get, on the GXL, your factory front and rear diff locks. That's pretty cool. You still get the world famous single cup holder. Probably the greatest running joke in the history of a car company. And, well, you get, like I said, the worst head deck in the industry. World famous plastic tub. They really stepped it up this time and did absolutely nothing different. So you got to appreciate that. Back seat, guys, is exactly the same. And let's rip around the back. Around the back, one spare on the back. 76, nowhere near as much room as, well, I'm going to say probably 2/3 the room of the Troopy, but carpet in the back, that's a little bit fancy. Now, guys, just to let you know, we did do 3 GXLs. We didn't skip on you. No workmates, GXL. I'll tell you one major stitch up that Toyota, they love to cut a corner. But on the 76, guys, you know, the world's worst head deck by a long shot. I would almost put money that they come out with the worst head deck in any new vehicle. Even your trucks would give them a run for their money. They're horrendous. But anyway, one thing I noticed is it has a reverse camera on the 76, and I was sitting there in the 78 just like, where's the reverse camera? It's not turning on. So you get a reverse camera on the 76 Series GXL with flares and GXL wheels, right? The nicer. They're all going in the bin, let's be honest. Now, you come to the Troopy Steelies, steel wheels. You don't get GXL wheels. You get them on the 79, you get them on the 76, but on the 78, you get the Steelies. Now, that's not too bad, because here's the little loophole. Because they are a skinnier wheel, 225/95 R16, you can actually, that's basically a 33, so you can go straight to a 35 legally on your Troopy without having to do GVMs and mucking around to get bigger tyre size engineered and rah. So that's a cool thing about the Troopy. But we sneak under here, there's no bloody reverse camera. So you get no reverse camera on the Troopy, which is a stitch up. Toyota, they're so impressive. Now I know what you're thinking, what's on the back of the 79? What are you gonna do? Well, we went all out. We didn't want to skimp on you. We went with Pallet Co. Pallet Co do these bloody epic timber looking tray setups on the back, guys, and it just doesn't disappoint. Beautiful timber finish on the Pallet Co. Even comes with high-end carpet up on top. Have a look at these mud guards. Now, I know you're used to rubber ones, but carpet, just that premium touch. Easy to unscrew. You can hit them with the gurney. just makes sense. It's you know, it's that step up from a factory Toyota tray. Pallet Co on Instagram, guys, if you want to check them out. I think they're going to really make a dent. Well, there you have it. I mean, there's not really too much I can show you around on a 70 Series LandCruiser because, well, they're a 70 Series LandCruiser. Most of you guys watching probably own one of the 70 Series LandCruisers. We've even got a cup holder in the door. That's going to send aftermarket companies broke. What were they thinking? There's now 2 cup holders in the new LandCruisers. I'm going to need to sit down. I did not know that. Surely there's nothing in the back. There can't be. No, of course not. There isn't. Well, there you go. The longest running joke has come to an end. There's now 2 cup holders in the LandCruiser. I'm gobsmacked. Well, there we go, guys. That's our starting platform. The bog stock 76, the Troopy. This is probably the one I'm most excited about, and the world famous 79 series. Before we rip in, jump in the comments right now and tell me which one you're gonna pick. I wanna know before you see the final results, before you know what we're gonna do with them. Take your pick in the comments now, and if you win, you gotta stick with whatever you chose. And to celebrate kicking this off, guys, I'm gonna rip straight in. Thanks to the Dream, I'm just gonna do $1,000 cash, transferred straight to your bank account from the Explore Dream. All you got to do is comment below, tell me which one you're taking and why, and I'm going to pick a random winner. I'll transfer you $1,000 cash. That simple, job done. This is going to be fun. We got a lot to go into these vehicles. Let me know if you like this giveaway, guys, too. I think it's a bloody ripper. I'm so excited to build these trucks. The adventure begins. Stay with us. It's going to be a fun one. EC, here we come. We've been working in the background with the team from EC Off-Road to order all of the parts we're going to need to pull these builds together. While we wait for all the parts to arrive, we've organised a very special delivery with our mates from BSF 4x4 and Mike Shock's shop. And it's time to check it out. Righto, the boys are here. BSF have rocked up. Have a look at this. This is a work of art. 3 bull bars, all ready to go. We got the Runva winches in. We got the 3 trucks here to load them up. But before we get carried away, coffee time! How good. Danny's rolled in. Cappuccino coming in hot. Frothing. We'll be raring to go now. These bars will fly off the back of this ute. Let's go. This is why we put the BSF bars on. Have a look at this when we're talking about the biggest, baddest, toughest LandCruiser that was ever made. BSF bar on the front, fits perfect. Look, guys, if you're chasing a BSF bar, the boys are out at Gundy. These bars are specifically made for running up and down the outback highways. I hope whoever wins these cars literally get in them and start doing laps around Australia. When my LandCruiser got given away, I know he took off and did a half lap around Australia, and well, have a look at it. 80mm tube. I don't think there's an 80mm tube on any of these bull bars that get sold within Australia. I could be wrong, I'm sure there might be 1 or 2, but I'm so stoked. You know, we ummed and ahed for hours what we're gonna put on the front of these, and right now, nothing looks in proportion. And I did this last time, I was like, is it too big? Because this bar's got some serious presence, but once we get the lift kits in, we get the big 35s on, and don't worry, we've got heaps of other things happening to this Troopy. It looks good. Come around, have a look from the front. I actually love the circle lights on the front of the new facelift. So once we get a couple of big light forces in here, you're gonna have 4 circles. Geez, it looks good. We got the Runva winch in here, guys, as well. So that'll get you out of any drama. Mate, the boys have done a hell job. I haven't seen too many of the new facelifts getting around with the big BSF bars on, so hopefully will be some of the earlier ones because they've only just released them not too long ago. Big dual scrubbies, guys, all the way down into super practical side steps. Now on a tourer, you want good quality side steps. You don't really want sliders when it comes to a touring vehicle. Now, you're probably going to be getting up and down, getting stuff off the roof racks. And once this thing's lifted, honestly, you can step in properly. The problem with most sliders is, yeah, they're cool and they look good, but you can't actually use it practically. So I love the big steps. I love practicality, and I love it when it looks this good. 1 down, 2 to go. Let's get this one out of the shop and let's roll another one in. With the bull bars and winches now installed by the boys, it's time to head back to EC and start fitting the rest of the vehicles out. Holy, these look a bit flash. All right guys, IMS, Dobinson shocks. This is always the fun part. Normally we do this a little bit down the track, but we're doing it early. We got the Troopy up on the hoist. Suspension is coming out, come sneak up the front. IMS shock is in the front. It is a 3-inch kit, guys, which means just enough clearance to fit the big 35s. Underneath, this truck is going to go from looking very, very average to very, very good, very, very quickly. 79's rolling in the shed now as well. We got the MSA towing mirrors going on, because I'm about to take that car straight up to Fabby. Nate from Fabulous Fabrication is going to put a snorkel, 2 snorkels, I don't know yet, but we're gonna have the mirrors on. Oh, they're already on this, I didn't even notice. All right, so once again, guys, we always chuck the MSA mirrors on, multiple reasons. 1, they're great for towing. 2, well, they look a million times better than a factory. Have a look at this. So I was actually driving this thing down the highway the other day. Once you hit 110, bloop, and then you can't see. It's illegal. It is so dangerous. I couldn't see out of either mirror. They both just folded down. Brand new, out of the factory. Toyota, another big tick. You suck. But so that's why they're coming off, guys. MSA, 1, you can see out of them. 2, towing, and they just look bigger, badder, chunkier, which will fit the bar work. Can you get the suspension on? Drop it down. The wheels and tyres we still need to get fitted up, so that's not going to happen this afternoon, but that's what we got going on at the moment. She's in full swing. Let's go, baby. Okay, for those playing at home, GVM on this one is the 4040, so 4-ton GVM on the Troopy. We're going to need the extra GVM because from here, basically the reason I'm getting suspension, wheels, tyres done here is I'm going to jump in it and I'm driving to Sydney Monday. So in the next couple of days, I'll be punching down to Sydney, and then it will make sense what we've got going on in the big 78, my first one ever. Look out. I wanted to see the bloody wheels and tyres on today. Oh, and they've stitched us up. The wheels and tyres aren't going on today. They got me all excited for no reason. So this is getting done quickly. I just wanted all the correct suspension and wheels, tyres to handle the weight. We are heading down now to Project Overlander. So get excited. Things are really about to, let's say, blow the roof off. Let's go. All right, guys, we're here with Steve. Mate, I was telling everyone how I seen you set up at the Sydney show. We had a bit of a yarn, and I told you I'd get you a Troopy one day, and I got here a little bit quicker than I thought, eh?
Sure did. We've got a new one here, ready to go.
Mate, so far, I'm obsessed with this thing. I'm stoked with the look of the BSF bar. Well, I haven't actually told them what's going on, but we'll give them an insight. We are going to do a full roof conversion and a full fit out in the rear. So I'm not even going to show you what the fit out in the rear looks like. I seen it at Sydney and I was done. We are going with the AluCab roof conversion.
AluCab roof.
Great product. It's been out for, were they the first?
Yes, I think they actually were the first, and we're getting the new, the new version.
which I'm excited about.
It's going to be beautiful.
100%. So, mate, that's about it. Here's a set of keys.
Thank you.
Mate, I'm keen to see it. I'm really excited.
You'll be excited, all right. When you see it, it's going to be great.
All right, mate, have fun. Appreciate it. Let's go.
While the Troopy is down getting worked on by the team, we had a visit from the team at Fabulous Fabrication, who installed the 5-inch snorkels on the new facelifted cruisers, so we could send it down to the team at Trig Point in Melbourne. Time to have a full Canopy setup installed.
I get excited when I'm building cars. Yeah. All right, guys, here we go, down here at Trig Point. We got the owner, Murray. Mate, pleasure.
Nice to meet you. How you going?
Mate, I'm so excited, and I'm stoked to finally be able to work with you guys.
Well, I'm very happy as well.
Yeah. So
get on your car and see how it goes.
How long have you guys been building canopies, mate?
Started in 2015 or so.
Yeah.
For my own personal car one. So it became a business from 2016 and been growing from there.
Happy days. Yeah. Well, we've got it in the background. Let's go have a bit of a look, eh?
Well, here we are. Still a bit more to go on it, toolbox and garden stuff, but
sick.
Inside you'll be very happy with it.
Holy.
So basically we go for OE fit and finish, simple, easy to use setups.
Yeah. Oh mate, I have a real problem with building 79s because I don't have one in my shed anymore and I really want another one, and I reckon this thing is gonna be like my dream bloody little 79 for a mate, weekenders. This is ready to go for a Cape York trip, anything you want really. Mate, there's something that I want to give the audience a proper look at. Can we have a demo on the kitchen setup, mate?
100%. They're real nice to use. So obviously stuff you use day to day, accessible on the front.
Yep.
Elastics that are adjustable and set back so you can hold the tension on, hold all your things in.
Yep.
Small table, so you're loading the fridge or small odds and sods. Just use that one.
Yep.
Hang bags on the front. There's a magnetic catch for that. Main kitchen comes out just with that big handle there. So inside, the back can be quite flexible, from coffee machines to travel buddies, whatever you want in there can go in there.
Yep.
Big main storage bins with adjustable shelves for food in there.
Yep.
Front table drops down here.
Have a look at that. Practicality, especially sitting on the 35s with the big lift. This is going to sit down at a really usable height, right?
Big cars like 79s,
yep.
The working height of the bench or the kitchen just ends up way too tall.
Yeah.
And this is a normal kitchen bench height on your car on 35s and the 3-inch lift.
100%. And massive bench as well.
Oh, 100%. So often guys just do a pantry but don't focus on, it's actually got to be a whole kitchen. So from the sink to storage to the bench, it's all just got to work.
How good. Yep. Slide her in. How neat is that, guys? Along with, obviously paired up with the Bushman 130, same as what I got in my Ram. It's sort of the perfect touring size in my opinion. You still get a tiny little freezer, but good amount of interior space. And we've got a full battery system ready to go as well.
Yep, so Red Arc BC-DC 50-amp charger. Full monitoring system in here through the new Invicta Zero batteries as well.
Epic.
If you want to, again, then piles of expandability from switches to add the circuits. It's all really easy to add to that as needs come up.
Yep. How good. That's super neat, hey? I like that you've got all your fuses at the front, easy to see. That's all you really need to muck around with.
Everything's got to be accessible, easy to use.
Yep.
Just concise, neat and tidy setups.
Mate, so clean, well done.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So we've gone with the spare wheel option and then the ladder as well, which is going to make a lot of sense. We've got something going up on top, of course, a little home sweet home from the Bush Company. Mate, that's going to come in handy. I haven't actually used one of these before. What's the go here? Simple. That's it. Job done.
Nice long step, angled a bit towards the car.
Perfect. Nothing better than having a ladder on the back of the truck when you've got a rooftop tent. I actually hate pulling out the telescopic ladders, personally.
It's got to be simple and easy to use. And if that's your only option, they do work, but this is just quicker and more solid because it's solid mounted to the canopy wall.
Happy days. I know when I build my canopies, I've got no open space left. That's because it's specifically for touring and everything has a home, but for every day, this is what you want, guys. Still plenty of open space.
And some guys will want to run a dedicated freezer on this side. Other guys might want a family car. You get, like I said, like chuck, like kids' toys, bikes, surfboards, whatever you want inside.
Yeah.
A bit of space gives you that flexibility.
100%.
And obviously, if the customer wants something different, it can be bolted in with shelves or dividers or drawers. we don't want to make this car too specific.
Yep.
Because we actually don't know who it's going to yet.
100%, yeah, that's it. Nice little touch panel lights in here with the orange amber as well, guys. Keep the bugs away. They're really neat.
And they're on door switches as well, so those lights all turn off when the door's shut too.
Amazing. All right, well, we'll keep showing you around, but for now, let's take off our high-end timber tray and we'll rip in. See you.
What a transformation. The 79 is really starting to take shape, and while we've been mucking around with it down in Melbourne, the boys from EC have absolutely transformed the 76. Rear bar, suspension, rear draw setup, they've got it all going on. And it's not long before we're dropping it at our mates at 316 Engineering for some spicy power upgrades in preparation for the tune.
Oh, it's all happening today, guys. Full swing. Last you would have seen we were bringing the car back from Trig Point down in Melbourne. We're back at EC, our favourite shop. Let's go have a look. The boys have actually been pretty hard at it. Things are really starting to take shape now. And then today we've got some proper running around to do, which should be bloody exciting. So let's go have a look at the big girl. Still so stoked on the Trig Point Canopy. Roof rack is on. I was keen to do this. I wanted to do this for a while. We've used the Light Force strikers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Light Force strikers along the top, which looks bloody epic. But it looks like a truck now. It's rigged. Sick. So the plan from today is we're going to take it from here. We're going to go and pick up the 76 as well. We've got a quick little stop at Just Autos, get excited, and then from there, guys, we're running up to Dino from the Bush Company, because it wouldn't be a proper tour without the Bush Company up on top. So this thing is going to look that good. So guys, last time I seen the 76, it was bog stock. I haven't seen the lift, I didn't get to see the wheels, tyres, I haven't seen the new rear bar. So we're down here at the moment at 316 Engineering. We got a little sneaky exhaust system going in, just a little one, nothing too fancy. And how good's the Razzler rear bar? So we have gone with the Razzler rear bar, guys. Max Trax holders here. I think we can get a ladder mount to go there as well, because we are, once again, on the way up to Bush Company today. Wait till you see what we're putting on the top of this. I've been wanting to do this combo. This is the perfect combo for a 76. How good's that? Little gas struts to hold the bloody swing arm open. You beauty. How good. So, full MSA setup, guys. Not finished. We're still getting there. We've got a little bit more 12 volt to go in. Obviously, fridge. Wanted to keep it pretty simple in the back of the 76. This one, I'm building more as sort of that slightly more hardcore wheeler. Still gonna have all your touring specs, but keeping it nice, light, and loud. Ready for off-road adventures. That's out of control. How good's this? It's too pretty. It's too pretty fun to the car. Put it on top of the car, would you?
Oh, my bad.
So while we're under here, this is obviously the 76. We've still got the 78 and the 79 to go. So we've gone with the dual short entry on the 76. What are we thinking for the 79?
79, I think we'll do the same, purely for ease again. Again, no matter what someone wants to run, they can run anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't really change whether or not they want to do coil conversion, chassis extension, anything down the track. They can run it with the same system and not change it.
Yeah, perfect. Well, there you go, guys. We're going to get a couple of different options in, but the cool thing about all your systems too is you can literally go DPF back,
Everything's bolt in, bolt out. You can swap them around. If you change your mind, you don't want the shorties, you can unbolt it and run a straight through system.
Yeah. So the thing with our stuff is everything's obviously DPF adapter.
Yeah.
So whether or not you want to run your DPF, as controversial as it is, it's kind of, their choice. But yes, you have that chance to be able to run it DPF back or turbo back.
Yeah.
As simple as drop 3 bolts out, put your DPF in, the same 3 bolts out, DPF back out, and then replace it with the front section. Again, you've modular in the way of resonator, no resonator, quiet, loud, and you can have both pipes. Say you're going out with the boys, you want to play up, put a loud pipe in.
Yeah.
You want to go for a trip with the family, put your quiet resonator pipe in and send it all you want. So
100%. Happy days. Let's get this on the hoist. Next stop, big boy tune time.
oh yeah.
The next stop is to get this rig performing like a V8 should. We've taken it down to Just Autos to see what we can get out of the V8. They're not very impressive from factory, so the boys will work their magic on it, and it's not long until the 76 is absolutely transformed. Let's go. This thing sounds psycho. Frothing. All right, so basically, guys, we come in at about 140 horsepower, 149 horsepower, 312 newtons. We're driving out with 230 horses, nearly 730 newton meters. So we've more than doubled the torque, that low down power, which is what you want. And we've thrown nearly another 100 bloody horses up on top. So in the 76, with this thing being light, short wheelbase, this is going to be the pocket rocket out of all of them. This thing is going to absolutely fly. Now, not only when you do the Just Autos tune, do you pick up more power, but you get the multi-mapping. So they've changed it a little bit for anyone that's had one of these done. Now, instead of having an actual dial, a separate dial, so you literally just use your cruise control little stick, and you can adjust your tune up and down. Same as usual, 1 through to 5, guys. You pick up all the good stuff, your lumpy idle, launch control, you got your bloody limmy bashy there, your towing tune, and of course back to standard. So all the good gear. The other thing that they do, which a lot of you guys might not have, is a lot of people like to be able to play their throttle adjustment like your throttle controllers allowed you to do. You'd spend big money on a tune, and some people would still want to play with the sensitivity. So not only can you adjust your manual tunes, but you can also play with your, essentially they have a throttle controller adjustment 1 through to 5. So now you can play with your sensitivity of your throttle, plus adjust your tunes, all on that cruise control stick, which is absolutely crazy. How good? Now, no mucking around it, eh? Next stop, the Bush Company. With the 76 now sounding and performing like a V8, it's time to sort out this naked roof. Luckily for us, the Bush Company have just released a brand new product, and it is going to be absolutely perfect for this build. Any ideas like how I come up with these color configurations?
I don't know where you got. I don't know where you got it from.
No, I've got an imagination, you know.
Yeah.
Like, things just come to me.
Just the black and the
yeah,
black
like,
and the bronze and the
bronze. Just
sandy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
they just come to me in a dream.
I don't know where you saw it.
No, it must have been a magazine or something.
Marvelous, thank you.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Mate, looks good.
LX, finally, let's go. I reckon
so good.
this is the perfect truck for it.
I think so too, man. This is it's so good. It's going to be the first LX on a 76 series.
Is it really?
And yeah, and well, the first one I've seen anyway. So I am absolutely excited for it.
Well, we've been keeping this truck sort of reasonably light. We've gone with a simple draw system in the back. The lift, obviously, your bar work, but we want the LX, want that lightweight up on top.
Yeah.
I reckon it's going to finish this 76 off beautifully.
100%.
We should be good to go.
I don't the tyres are big enough, mate.
I should have gone 37.
I should have gone 37.
I knew I should have gone 37.
He's like huge. Fills the guards. That's looking good. That's looking good.
And you got the nice little bronze combo. Dean loves
like
his
it.
bronze wheels.
I do
He's
like
a big fan.
Do like it. Very nice. Oh yeah. Big bar work and the whole hog, eh?
Yeah, Russ. No, she's come up good.
And snorkels look fantastic.
Yeah, fabulous.
Look at these. Oh,
nice little end caps.
Yeah, man. This is beautiful. Anyway, we'll crack on.
Alright, it's go time. The boys have got the rack on. Wedge tail rack. Nice little wind deflector on the top there. Got the right roof loading.
Plus, it looks really, really neat, that backbone style system there, keeping it down nice and low profile, which is what we want. I think it should all tie in perfectly. Boys are just about to drop it on, bolt that down, and then we'll be sneaking the awning on the side. All right, here we go. We got a little gap in the weather, Dino.
Oh, mate, look at it.
Mate, this, in my opinion, is the optimum setup on the 76.
100%.
Damn, it looks good.
Mate, it honestly came out better than I thought it would be. First time I've seen an LX27 on a 76, and man, I just love it, eh?
Oh, it's so good. All right, we're gonna set it up. We haven't set it up yet. So what we will have, guys, is a ladder that will sneak in here. So you'll be able to literally climb up here, straight up your ladder, and away you go. But in the interim, let's open her up.
So the tent is supplied with 2 ladder mounting options, one for the rear and one for the side. So you can easily choose whether you're side entering or rear entering our tents. That's available on all of our tent models. So what do you reckon, mate? Time for the little awning.
Yeah, we've paired it with the 270 XT.
270 XT is probably one of the fastest setup awnings that you get. Literally.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. 2 straps, run that one around. You're absolutely laughing. That's it.
1 strap.
Yep, on the strap hook bracket.
Straight on the strap hook,
Mate.
Yes. Look at that.
I mean, honestly, talk about a little minute setup there. You're laughing.
That is badass. So whether you are weekend warrior or you want to go to the Cape, this truck will be Cape York ready.
Oh, 100%.
You got your home up top. You got the nice awning for your shade and to get out of the weather. Now, of course, whoever wins this, make sure you come and check out all the other accessories you can get from the Bush Company as well.
Yeah.
This thing is sick. Oh, I love 70s, especially the 76. It's bringing back some memories. The 79.
Yeah.
What are we going to chuck on the top?
Righto, so the AX27 rooftop tent.
Yeah.
Obviously my pick for the big touring tents, give you all that extra internal space.
It is going to be the exact same setup that I had on my 79. It's the same setup Dino's got on his 79. The LX, I think, just works perfectly on this mid-wheel base.
100%. Mid-wheel base, lighter vehicle.
Yeah. As soon as you go to the long girl, it's going to fit like a glove up on that trig point there. It's going to look really nice.
100%.
And we're going to step the awning up as well.
Yes, AX27 plus the 270 XT Max. Now, the Max is going to give you that extra side coverage. Perfect for the side canopy doors of the trig point canopy to open up right underneath and give you that versatile, usable area, I suppose, out the side.
Yeah, it's just perfect. It's the ultimate combo. If you own a 79, guys, AX 270 Max, that is the pick of the bunch. That is as good as you get as far as touring on a 79 with a tray canopy setup. So, mate, sick.
100%.
Let's pack this one down. We'll roll the 79 in.
Yeah.
And we'll get to work.
Get to work. Sounds good. Let's go.
This setup is perfect for those more longer range touring. The 270 Max giving you all that shade and protection from the rain that you need, along with the AX being that slightly bigger tent, better for carrying gear up on top and also being able to store all that additional bedding inside. With the 76 and 79 fully kitted out from the Bush Company, the Troopy on its way back from Project Overlander, I've got one more little surprise up my sleeve. This is really gonna separate each vehicle, give it its own little bit of style and flair. Wait until you see what we've got installed. But you're gonna have to wait until next time to see these builds in all of their glory. If you haven't already, make sure you drop us a like on this video. Hit subscribe if you're new here to follow along on this journey. Till next time, really appreciate all the support. Get out there and enjoy the Explore Life.